Hola, it's Carpaccio with the weekly Paleo report for February 15th of 2023. I'm up here in the Cedarburg Mountains. This is Leopard Valley. The quiet stillness of the mountains. It's very powerful. Venus conjunct Neptune today. Maybe you're feeling a little Neptunian. We're heading into Neptunian times. Tomorrow the Sun conjuncts with Saturn at the late degrees of Aquarius before going into Pisces on Saturday, where we then have a new moon in Pisces. 1 degree, 22 minutes of Pisces, baby. Starting out a new month. Starting out a new lunar cycle. You're going to have to check it out. Yeah, so the moon, right now, it's in Sagittarius, but probably by the time you hear this or I upload it, it will have moved into Capricorn, and it's in that final quarter phase. Moving through Aquarius, it's going to hit Pluto. Moon conjunct Pluto on Friday, then she goes into Aquarius and conjuncts Mercury. Remember, Mercury went into Aquarius last week, squares Uranus before she goes into Pisces. Not only that, what I also find very beautiful is that after Venus joins together with Neptune today, she travels and travels, letting go of the final degrees of the zodiac, and goes into Aries, starting a new cycle on Sunday. So there's going to be a change in energy. Not only is there a new moon on Sunday, but then Venus is also going from Pisces into Aries on Sunday. So, yeah, we'll see a little bit of a change, I think. And let's welcome that in. I'll look at the camera and figure out something to say here. All right, everybody. It's a Venus-Neptune day, the day after Valentine's Day. Venus, love, attraction, beauty, harmony, and peace coming together with her higher octave of universal oneness, love, harmony, and peace in the sign of Pisces. The dreams, the illusions, the fantasies, the imagination, the inspiration. Really something to have that happening at the same time as the sun comes into Saturn tomorrow. Kaboom. Like shoot your balloon out of the sky. Doing. Yeah, but I'm going to take this time, to savor this moment, and hopefully we can savor each and every moment of a cycle, whether it's starting, breaking out, full, letting go, surrendering, returning to source. This Pisces, and we have this new moon in Pisces. I'm going to read to you the Sabian symbol. I don't really like it that much, but it's one take on what may be happening, and that will be happening maybe for, many people, but it doesn't have to happen for everyone, and it doesn't have to happen to you or for you or around you. Because we have our imagination, and no one can. It's almost like a very special, sacred place that is always open to us in our heart, mind, where we can connect to the divine, to the timeless, to the infinite. And that's what this mantra is about. And that's what this month can be about. I just wrote the lunar planner, so I'm trying to, I see what's kind of coming for this whole next month. And then I found some people don't even know about the lunar planner. You know, I mean, I write this lunar planner. It's a weekly thing. I usually write the new moon. At the beginning of a new moon, I kind of look over the whole month. Instead of the Paley report, it's just weekly. The lunar planner looks over the whole month. And then either Jessica or Soul follows through with the first quarter, full, and third quarter. And that comes in the newsletter, and we post it on the website. It's the blog, and I think we post it on YouTube and Instagram. But on YouTube, I think you have to hit the community tab or something. But big stuff coming. I mean, this Venus does go into Aries, and she will be joining together with Jupiter and Chiron in Aries. And I almost wanted to like jump ahead to that powerful healing experience, you know, that can happen for us this month. But I'm going to hold back and save that for a little later. But we do have the sun moving through Pisces for the next month. And after now Venus hits Neptune and moves on, the sun is going to come around and join together with Neptune in three weeks or so. And there is this whole alpha and omega, the beginning and the end, the infinite potential of Pisces, out of which every imagination, every creation, every inspiration emerges from source, from all that is, from the one, and diversifies through Aries and shoots out and spreads out and goes this way and that way and backwards and forwards and crazy and until it goes around and goes around, you know, and it returns after the journey of maturation and a falling away of illusion. This is the thing about Pisces and Neptune that, you know, astrologers are plagued with. It's a real tricky one. The difference between an illusion and delusion versus imagination and inspiration. It's like they all come from the same pot. And it's really something to now have the sun conjunct with Saturn, which is third dimensional reality. Grounding, practical, form, structure, the rocks of these mountains, the constructed airplane flying overhead to remind me that I am not separate from the collective experience. But yeah, this place is real, and what I really want to bring forward here is this union of spirit and matter. It is Neptune and Saturn. Saturn entering Pisces himself. He's on the verge, the critical degree, the 29th degree of Aquarius, wrapping it up, folks. After more than 2.5 years of social distancing and separation from and within the collective consciousness, Saturn is now going to enter Pisces for the next 3 years. This is a big transition, and we're really going to be dealing with a lot. We're going to be working with a lot of energy on this plane. But what I really want to encourage with, you know, with this report, with this mantra, with this new moon that it's not all about the here and now. It's not all about the third dimension. It's not all about our egoic experience on this planet, because we are infinite spiritual beings having an earthly experience. And it's important to keep that and to build that bridge, to strengthen that cord. There's often the analogy of building a hut on the other side of the river Styx, so that when we die, when we pass on, we already have a beginning. And through our meditations and through our spiritual work, we have projected ourselves and woven, like these beautiful birds' nests. Did you see them hanging over the water? Just woven together. We want to weave. We want to build our hut on the other side of this world. So let me read the mantra for this new moon is like, I mean, not the mantra, the Sabian symbol, but a squirrel hiding from hunters. The individual's need both to ensure his future subsistence, his future subsistence, and to protect himself from aggressive social elements. The squirrel not only has to hide and store food for the winter, but to be on the lookout for the dangers involved in gathering this food supply. Social processes always cast strong shadows. The individual is never certain of being safe among his fellow men once the process of individualization, with its negative aspects, competition, social aggressivity, and greed, forces the breakdown of the organic tribal state of mankind during the archaic ages. This symbol warns of the dangers of life in society during an era of exacerbated individualism, when violence is a possibility never to be dismissed. The need for self-protection and caution is ever present. It's a little foreboding for a new moon setting the tone for this next month. If you read about the lunar planner, I talked about catharsis, but I'm not going to talk about that here. I'm going to talk about Pisces, Neptune in the 12th house being associated with hospitals, prisons, ashrams, monasteries, places of isolation and seclusion where you do your Vipassana yoga, where you connect with the multidimensional worlds, where you step back and you step away from the hobnobbing and the social aggressivity and the greed and the whole drama unfolding here. It's time. It's time to step back. It's time to take a step out. So you want to gather your supplies. You want to feel right held And, like the squirrel, gather your little nuts together and, make a nice, safe, warm, beautiful home. And then proceed on from there, because this is where we really want to understand that there are dark forces at this time seeking to cut us off from the spiritual world, descend into the material world, and through transhumanism become one with machines, denying our true, essential soul nature. And what I want to encourage you to be doing through this month, especially as the sun transits through Pisces, is to keep that bridge open and to strengthen your awareness of the heart forces of love, of the law of one, of unity instead of separation that we have. So it's not us versus them, win or lose, gain or loss, or polarized reality, but that we, from a higher perspective, I climbed this mountain yesterday, and yeah, it's like the higher you go, the farther you see, the more there is, and the greater you're able to weave it all together and make sense out of the whole thing. So as we do our meditations and our breath work, and we raise our energy, and we come up into our witness, Mercury in Aquarius, okay, we open that third eye and we connect dots and we see things from the past and the future and the origins and the destiny. And we're not just like caught in this little window, this little frame of a long movie. So, it's like as we open, yeah, we are really attuned and witness and see, like I say in the mantra for today, through the window. These illusions, these dreams, this imagination that we have is not all false, fake. Just because you can't touch it, taste it, or feel it, and it has no material presence, that does not deny its reality. Nothing is achieved without creative imagination. We would not have what we have today. We would not be where we are today without dreams and inspiration and imagination. And yes, some of it is illusions. Some of it is delusions. And this is where we get tripped up. But I would say that now there is more of a tendency to fear, to push off, to ignore our dreams. That's just a dream. That's just a fantasy. That's just your own, your own inner stuff. That's never going to happen. That's not real. You can't touch it, taste it, pay for it, buy it, store it, repeat it. It's too flimsy. We want, boom, computers, artificial intelligence, robots and drones, and but yeah, time is the test of truth. It will be played out. When the Wright brothers wanted to fly, they had an imagination, or they had a dream, or they had a vision, or they had an imagination of, flying. I want to fly. We can fly. And what did they do? I mean, they failed and failed and failed and failed and went back to the drawing boards and back to the warehouse and back to the, and made it again and again and again and crashed and crashed and crashed until one day, whoosh. I want to encourage you, even if you fail and even if people call you a fool, be the fool. He starts out the tarot, the first of the major arcana, babe, as the fool walking off the cliff. And you may fail and fail and fail again, but you know, whether it's in love and relationships or jobs and money or family or homes or ideas and businesses that just don't let go of the dream. You can make it happen. And maybe you need help. Maybe you need support. Maybe it's not something to do alone or by yourself, and you need to invite others into the project. But there is a way. There is a way. And if it fails and 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 fails, it is a sign. You know, it's a, you know, it is a truth through time, right? Through multiple disillusionments leads you to modify and adapt and edit and correct and re-envision and reimagine and remodel. And so it may not come out in its original form, and your dream may not be realized as you first initially dreamt it, but it inspires us, it excites us, it moves us through life, it gives us purpose and meaning. So chase your dream. That's what Venus Neptune says. It's go for it. And you may be the squirrel, and maybe people are going to try to shoot you down, or the hunters are out there, and it's a dangerous world, and everybody calls you crazy or whatever. Boom. Get together with some like-minded souls, baby, and frickin' make the future happen. Ow! Yeah. This is a real crazy. This is probably the craziest mantra I've come up with for a long time. But anyway, yeah. Not all illusions are delusions, but windows through which I may see a future so nice, full of sugar and spice, that's prepared and ready for me. Let's open our hearts to receive. This is Venus. This is the feminine, the receptive. There is a banquet prepared for you. And we have to open to receive it. And we have to believe in it. And when we do, it manifests. Let's not forget, Pisces is also the realm of the mystic and the magician. It's magic. Grace, redemption, forgiveness, compassion, all these matters of the heart. So this month is, this new moon is Yeah, that I am going to remain in my heart space. I am going to remain open. I am going to be the squirrel that goes out and faces and trusts myself and trusts spirit and trusts my guidance and trusts my instincts to be led to the right place at the right time to gather all that I need so that I can return home and dream and relax and open to the spiritual world. Yeah. So, just a few thoughts to leave you with this week amidst the chaos and amidst the social disturbances and, yes, all that is going on this crazy, wild spaceship planet Earth. Yeah. Not all illusions are delusions, but windows through which I may see a future so nice, full of sugar and spice, that's prepared and ready for me. Feel. Feel into that one, baby, and have yourself a good week. Oh, yeah, the song for today is Way Over Yonder. Is a place I have seen. It's a garden of wisdom from some long ago dream. Yep. Maybe you have to go way over yonder. That's okay. Pisces also has to do with letting go. Let go of the ties that bind and flow with the river of life. Namaste. Aloha. So much love.